out splat. Absolute legend. There we go. Practice mode. There we go. So tonight the story is, for those of you who don't know what the big show is, we started this at the start of the year. There were qualifiers within my community. There were also qualifiers within the random call sign community, within the boosted media community, Gamer Muscle, Too Old for Forza. The top qualifiers all got through. Somehow, by some miracle, I got through from my community. I qualified, I think, 5th or so. So I get to represent my community in this thing called the Big Show, where all these communities and basically the best of the best arrive there. Now, I'm not going to win this thing, but it's class to be a part of it. This is Dirt Rally. I hate feeling what's the crack. Dirt Rally in Greece. You guys probably see by the thumbnail, I made a big mistake. So I started practicing. I did some practice today, and I was driving the Hey Eric, what's the crack? Hey Ian, XRS, what's the crack? Marcus Heinen, what's the crack? So I started practicing and Hey David Lamb, and wasn't I practicing in the Group B cars? I thought we were in the Lancia again. I just have a couple of leagues on the go. I don't know where my mind was. What we're actually racing is the GT class here. Hey Carl, what's the crack? So I've never driven these GT cars before. They've never really attracted me. Hey Chris McCann, what's the story? Sideways. Hey Epsilon, what's the crack? Mike Pittman, what's the crack? So yeah, I've never used these cars. I decided on the BMW.
Oh, yeah.
No other reason than just a nice looking car. I've only done a couple of stages in it. Whenever I get myself in a bind like this, and I need to practice hardcore for rally, I pick a difficult stage, and like difficult stage is one that looks like it has lots and lots of corners and lots of variety. I make the weather absolutely shit, and I go and try it. So my first stages now are going to be practice stages. I'm still kind of practicing. I don't know how tonight is going to go. I don't think it's going to go as well as other weeks. What's the story? Florian is sideways. Getting started with the Coke. I don't have the seat mover active. It's actually a little bit noisy. I thought it was going to be quieter, so I don't know what's going to happen there. But what's the crack? How's your football studs? Retired after stage 2 at dose. Hey Dave Keenan. Alright, let's get cracking, guys. Let's play that intro. Welcome everyone to the stream. We're rallying in Greece in a modern car that should actually probably be on a racetrack, not on a rally course, but let's do this. No, the cup holder is not installed yet. The reason the cup holder isn't installed yet is because the cup holder is my reward. That is my cherry on the top. When I'm finished the rig, the cup holder goes in. Until, like, if I put the cup holder in now, I'll be content and I won't adjust anything anymore. Also, at 2 o'clock last night, I installed my shifter and handbrake because I thought we were in the Group B cars. And if any of you have ever built an 8020 rig, that like took me, I had to relocate my keyboard, install the keyboard and shifter. I was filming it as well because I want to do a video on it. It took me the bones of 2.5 hours, so I got no practice done last night. Hey Teeks, what's the crack? Alright, let's do this. Let's jump into this view, and it's practice run. So continue. We're in a modern BMW. Let me know if the sound is all okay, guys. Let's do this. I've also dropped my graphics. The main reason I've dropped the graphics is because in Greece everything is quite brown, and the better you make your graphics, the harder it actually is to see. I know that sounds stupid, but it is actually true. Oh Jesus, this is sliding.
To keep left of a 30, 6 right of a crest.
I've made the pace notes. I've made them super early because I find them quite late, or else maybe this car is just really fast. It has 6 gears as well. Not that that's a measure of how fast the car is. It has about 400 horsepower and it only weighs about 1200 kilos. So this is a quick car for all intents and purposes. But as you guys can see, I'm not exactly comfortable in it. I was more comfortable in the Group B 4-wheel drive cars, to be honest.
Middle of a crest and 6 right of a bump and dip, 80.
Let's read the chat. Is Splat sponsored by SimLab? Yeah. Yeah, 80/20 is kind of the general term, even though most of the pieces of profile on this aren't actually 80/20. This is the M2, yes. LD is speed. LD is like someone trying to drive while they're on speed. One thing that really bugs me about this car, it's like the diff is open or something. I've tightened it up in the setup, but the second one wheel lifts, it seems to get all the power. This is just a practice run. As you can see on screen, it says practice run.
Into 6 right, keep left over 80, unseen, open hairpin right. .180. Crest and 5 left.
Kind of weird having done so many rally stages recently with a H pattern. It's kind of weird going back to flappy paddles. I mean, it's very relaxed in some ways, but then on a stage like this in a car that's super tail happy, so I won't show you here because there are cliffs. The second you actually floor it, you guys can see the green bar on the screen, on the middle of the screen. That's how much throttle I'm applying. You can see how delicate you have to be with the throttle here. You kind of have to pump it. If you floor it, you spin 180 degrees. But see, it just wanted to rotate there. This is just me getting used to the car again.
70.
Where's this left-hander? Here it is.
6 right of a crest long. 6 left of a bump.
So did you hear the one wheel cocked up there? And it's like it got all the power. So getting out of those corners is a little bit tricky. And I don't really have time to mess with that setup. Oh man, the brakes don't work on this surface.
And keep left over 20. 3 right. 80. Over finish. To stop.
3 right.
Well done.
Oh, that's a nasty 3 right. I'm glad I know that. I think this is going to be stage 3 on the actual agenda. Yes, Ian May, this is Greece. Use Fanatec in sequential. Is this flappy paddle or is it sequential? I don't know. If it's sequential, I should have used the sequential. I think these are flappy paddle though. These modern cars.
Are the tires holding up okay?
Not 100% sure. Let's have a sip of Coke. Watch out for the rain in stage 2. I'm going for a beer as well, guys. Here we go. Little local Franciscan well session pale ale. Let's do this. Anybody else drinking? Keep practicing till you're back. Where are you going? Gotta go to the store for beer. Alright, let's do this. Throw that here. I know, I should install that cup holder. See, part of my... I don't want to install like loads of things and then get all confused as to where stuff is. So I want to know where exactly I'm going to put my cup holder and all that kind of stuff. So, hey Simon, cheers. Hey Teeks, Kino, what's the Facebook stream is down. Oh, what a dose. That's why the numbers are quite low. It was a error. Facebook event not live. I might just stop the stream and reconnect. Give me just 2 minutes there.